Part 2, we need to write the cation or anion formula for the following elements here. So we already decided back in part 1 if they were going to be cation or anion. So now we're just going to write their equation. So for lithium needs to lose 1. It's a cation, so we're using our equation here. We're starting off with our element, lithium. It's all together. Then we have our arrow, so something's going to happen. We're doing something to it, which is removing an electron. So because we removed 1 electron, we now have 1 more proton than electron. So we're going to have a positive 1 charge for lithium. For oxygen, we said up here, oxygen is an anion. That one has 6 valence electrons. We're using here, so we're starting off with oxygen. We're adding electrons to it so that it has a full octet. We are going to add 2 electrons to get up to 8. Then our arrow. And our resultant is a combined oxygen and the 2 electrons to make oxygen 2 minus. Because we added 2 electrons to it, now we have more electrons than protons, so that's going to result in a negative 2 charge. Francium, we said was a cation. Francium has 1 valence electron, so we're going to start off with our francium cation equation. So we're going to end up now with francium and its electrons separated. Before it was together. Then we're separating it. We're only taking away 1 valence electron, so it's going to just have a positive 1 charge. Iodine up here, we have said it was an anion, so we're going to use our anion equation. We're setting it up. Iodine has 7 valence electrons, so we only need to gain 1 more electron so that it can become a full 8 and be a happy atom. When you combine these, we're going to draw a resultant, which is going to be iodine and a negative charge because we've gained an electron. Now we have 1 more electron than protons. Strontium, we said, was a cation. Strontium is in group 2, so it has 2 valence electrons. So we're going to lose those to bring it down to its lower shell. So we're starting off with our cation equation. We're going to have strontium, arrow, so they started out together. Now our resultant is going to be strontium with its electrons separated. So strontium plus its separate electron. So we said strontium has 2 valence electrons, which means we need to get rid of 2. And then that's going to give us a positive 2 charge. We now have 2 more protons than we do electrons, so positive 2. Carbon. In this case, carbon is an anion. It's a nonmetal, and it has 4 valence electrons. So we're going to start off with our anion equation. We're starting off with carbon plus, and it will need to gain 4 electrons. This is going to result in a carbon atom that's going to have a full octet, but it's now going to have a negative 4 charge. We gained 4 electrons, so it has 4 more electrons than protons.